Okay, 2006 Ford Explorer 4.0. Customer complaint: overheating while sitting in traffic at idle with the AC compressor on, and the AC compressor starts blowing hot air. I turned on the vehicle, turned on the AC max AC, and let it just sit there idling, and I did see that the gauge started overheating. It never started blowing hot air, but it was starting to overheat, so to speak, on the instrument panel. Right now, at operating temperature perfectly we're supposed to be at, and AC is blowing not the coldest air, but it's cool air. It's 58 degrees. Coolant temperature is reading 201, 203. Cooling temperature voltage that's created is at 0.43 volts. That one right there. I can't read it now, but that's voltage. Okay, so I put like there in the middle. Oh, there, 0.42. Now I got my oscilloscope back probe to the coolant temperature itself, and I'm reading 0.48 volts. And it's a thermistor temperature, so the hotter it gets, the lower the voltage drops. The colder it gets, the higher the voltage is. So if you look right here, we got like a little table. 86 degrees, reading about 2.62 volts. 104 degrees, about 2.16 volts. So we're at what? 0.48. So 0.48. We're about right there at 212 degrees temperature. So 0.48, 0.4, that's where it's supposed to be at. 212, 0.48. Okay. How's the reading? It's reading 204 degrees. 204 degrees. And so 212. It's not really that far off, but then again, it's not. Well, it should be about there right now. So I got my pyrometer. So check it. Right there. Turning 80 degrees. Yeah, it's about 216 on the turn to how they turn 18, 220. So the temperature essentially is at, okay, it's right there right now. And then 12.47. So it's actually reading a little bit warmer than it was supposed to. Then we're just reading right there, or reading right there. Seeing at other codes like CAN bus communication problems. So when you have CAN bus communication problems, you can have a dozen different types of issues. Basically, CAN bus communication is one computer communicating with another computer on a vehicle, and it can create very sporadic problems. Technically, rule of thumb is to troubleshoot those codes first and make sure that there's no problem with communication between two computers or multiple computers. I recorded the diagnostic codes, cleared all the computers, all the codes, because sometimes, every once in a while, you get some weird electronic glitches and it starts reading wrong. So we're not overheating yet. It's still blowing cold air. We had codes for fan control circuit, AC clutch control circuit. AC clutch is engaged. The electric fan. Maybe in the front, right here. No. The electronic fan also for the AC condenser. We'll get this out in a bit. So now it's dropping some more. Dropping more, meaning it's getting hotter. going up. Still going up. Yeah, it's going up. Two 232 degrees. We're at 0.45 volts. 0.47, so we're about 212. For it to be 0.02 volts, well, that's connected with that 2 millivolts, or 2 microvolts. God, I gotta go back to school. The 0.02 volts difference is shooting read from 212 degrees to 232. That's a pretty big jump right there. So you probably have a sensor that's not reading as accurately. It's reading 210 right there. Yeah, it's not that accurate. 210. May have either a stuck closed thermostat or air pocket. But because the reservoir is already full, kind of highly doubt that. We would have purged it out already. It should have purged it out already. I'm starting to think that it may need a new sensor and a new print test.